Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of double X.
Positive Power 21.org Internet Radio.
You're listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I'm living in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.
All right. What's going on, family? Welcome to Late Night Radio with Jerry Royce Live Worldwide, a.k.a. the Batman of Charm City, and my co-host, Kelly Holland. That's right. Kelly Holland is not in the queue right now. She's still on vacation, but we was hoping she was going to be able to join us tonight. But she is not here, but the show must go on. And we appreciate everybody that is joining us. So hold tight. Share the file. Don't forget you can catch these shows on pray.com as well as Spotify and all the rest of them out there. All right. So you got any questions? Feel free to hit us up if you are interested in being a guest at jerryroycelive@gmail.com. That's jerryroycelive@gmail.com. And if you're looking for something funny and some comedy, check us out at skeetjones.tv. Skeetjones.tv. Catch some animation that make you laugh and make the family feel good. All right. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget, y'all, we just celebrated 100 episodes with Dr. V and Chuck Singleton. That's right, on Transforming Lives Bible Radio. And we got a fantastic guest for you tonight, and we're excited about this interview tonight. We hope you guys will hang in there. Just hang tight, just a few more announcements. Also, don't forget on Monday night. I'm sorry, not Monday night, but don't forget, Monday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got a brand new podcast that's going to be joining us, a spiritual enlightenment show hosted by Lutz Mack out of New York. And also you can catch another brand new show Wednesday, The Jericho Force with Jason Davis with his phenomenal guests. And he tried to bring people to the platform that can help you become successful in business, doing it God's way. All right? How'd that sound, everybody? Hope that sounds good. All right, everybody. Hold 1 second. We got a quick announcement, and then we're going to bring our guests out. Hold tight. This is Jerry Royce Live Worldwide, a.k.a. the Batman of Charm City.
In Africa, you're listening to the best internet radio station in the USA with Jerry Royce Live and Positive Power 21.
Now I know you have a testimony. You're juggling this journey called life while walking in the gifts and talents that God has given you. Even better, you have put pen to paper and have written a book and desire to share it with the world. Well, then you need to be a guest on one of the many spirit-lifting, inspirational podcasts on Positive Power 21 Christian Media. To submit a guest request, reach out to Positive Power CEO, jerryroycelive@gmail.com, and put guest request in the subject line. Positive Power 21, feel the power.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there. And here is our guest. Welcome to Positive Power Late Night. How you doing tonight?
Hello. How are you?
I am doing fine. Now, I got a announcement from your promoter, but it was talking a lot about the music. So tell us about this. Is this a group, a duo? I know it's featuring some people on this new track that just released. Tell us a little bit about who we talking to today. Introduce yourselves.
Well, praise the Lord, be more Charm City. You know, we're from Baltimore.
Yes, we are.
All right.
But this is a husband and wife duo, the Champ and I. We've been recording for a few years, and God just laid this particular song. He gave us this particular song during the COVID when
A lot of injustices and a lot of things were even more revealed as far as we as a people being left behind even during the COVID time. So the Lord gave us this song to pen and share with the world.
All right. I like that. So you say you guys are from Baltimore? You say you was hanging out in Baltimore.
I'm from the west side.
I'm from the east side.
Oh,
East
hi.
side.
Uh-oh. Kelly missed a
From
good one.
Alameda.
All right. Kelly missed a good one. She always talk about me all the time. Get on me all the time about not having people from Baltimore. I found people in Maryland, but she's like, what about the people from Baltimore? Where are they? So I found them, and she's not here tonight.
Yeah, here we go. Here we are.
Right.
We're here live.
That's right. She's not here tonight. She's gonna be upset about this one. All right. Appreciate you guys. Now, I know we're gonna get into your music and everything, but we want to tell our audience how you guys got started. How did you get in the music industry?
Well, at the time we were living in Anchorage, Alaska.
Wow.
And there was the Masons was having a party, and they asked us to sing. I don't even know how they knew we could sing, and we went to the Putin Tang or whatever you call it, and we just knew we was Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. We did Ain't No Mountain High Enough and all of that. And after we did all of that, it was like the Lord said, okay, that's your first and your last. You're going straight to gospel.
Wow.
So next thing I know, we started singing in church, and a few years went by. We started writing songs, and it just started from there back in the 80s, the late 80s, really.
That is awesome. We're gonna give everybody a chance to hear your new release, and you say it's called "Enough Is Enough" by the Champ and I.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's mentioned. Now your promoter mentioned Black Jade. Is that someone that was added to the track?
That's our cousin. She has a CD out herself. It's called "Hands Up, Don't Shoot," and she wanted to be a part of this collaboration. So we welcomed her, and we just look forward to doing other things and great things with her. Mm-hmm. I just believe that it's all in God's time. And what's so funny about this is that we have been singing for some time now, and we moved from Alaska down here to Atlanta. That's where we're residing at now, in Atlanta. And I told my wife, I said, wow, we waited all these years for the Lord to call us out to somebody to actually hear our songs. And I said, well, it's just like Caleb when God, when he went to Joshua and told Joshua, look, I want my mountain. He said, I'm well able. I'm 80 years old. And people laughed because we said, well, we almost 70 years old and we singing.
Wow, that is awesome.
Starting a career.
When you guys got a lot of explanation to make, people want to know, because, a lot of times, it's hard enough just being a couple, but working together sometime, I guess it depends on what you're doing. If, you stay in your own space. Tell us a little bit about the relationship, being music partners.
Wow.
Well, my husband is way more. I'm better down through the years, but he was way more disciplined, and he is when it comes to him and I rehearsing together. I mean, he's just on point, like we in a studio or something. So I used to be like, look, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing all that. Let's have rehearsal on another day. But as time went on, and I realized that, hey, this is a ministry. We need to get this music out to the people because it's going to help somebody. And then I got more serious about what I was doing and who I was doing it for.
Right.
And so we work together well. we really, really work together well, really.
All right. So who's the boss? So who's the boss of the
We
group?
really do it.
Yeah, he
It's
will
been
do
a
it.
struggle, like,
All right. So we want to know though, who's the boss though?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
So who's the boss? Who's the boss of the group?
Who's the boss, baby?
well, you know, I'm the boss. God is the boss, but he put me second in control, charge.
Yeah, but see, I'm looking at the album. See,
Yeah,
I'm,
but I am. I kind of like put that rehearsal times and you know, she is like the secretary. She do all of the.
I'm the admin assistant.
so you had to give her a position. All right, I feel that.
Yeah.
All right, because the reason why I asked that because I know your artist name is Champ, and then she say I. So to me, it's almost like it's like okay, I'm the champ, but she say I am I. Champ and I. So it's almost it also sound like she was in the first voice. You know what I'm saying? All right, I feel y'all there. Okay, so it's a 50-50 partnership, and it seems like it's been successful because you guys have made it this far for so long. And how old is the group though? How old is the group?
We've been singing since when we actually became the Champ and I in 90?
About 80.
It was before that?
We were singing at the Masons thing. That was like 85.
But when we actually started the group. You mean when we became kind of like official? Or
Yeah, that's right. Y'all started releasing tracks
that was in
and
the 90s. That was here. Yeah, that was here in 91.
91.
That was in 91. We were, we said, you know what? Because the Lord was just giving us songs back to back, Jerry, back to back. And we went ahead and sent them in to have them published and so forth. And a couple of people had played a few of our songs on the radio, but we just weren't getting the push that we needed. We had a manager. She got us. You know, we were going to a lot of different venues to sing. Martin Luther King celebrations, the fairs. What was that? The Auburn Fest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were out there, but we weren't out there. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, you know, but nevertheless, we kept singing in the church. You know, we didn't stop doing what our foundation was built on.
But our career, I kind of put that on hold for a second because we started church and we started ministering in church. So we had stopped until last year when this particular God put this song into our heart. It was just like clockwork. I mean, we wrote the song in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So if people trying to find you, on digital platforms like like Spotify, iHeart, some of the ones where people tend to subscribe the most to build their playlist, would they look you up as Champ and I? Is that the way they would search for you?
They would look us up as the Champ, and with the and sign, the Champ and I.
All right, because
I'm look us up under that way.
All right. So how savvy are you guys with digital media? And the reason why I'm asking that is like, have you fully accepted it yet? I know, you guys sound like you've been around when vinyl was the thing. We all grew up on vinyl, the 33s.
and 8-track.
8-track, 33s, the cassette tapes. We seen it all. Growing up in... Because Baltimore is a big time city when it comes to partying and music. We love all the genres here. I mean, remember, we grew up on a midnight special, so we had to live through the rock era because they only had one or two black groups that would even be on the show, like maybe Earth, Wind, and Fire or something like that. So we learned how to accept every type of music because of our media, our region, because, we're very close to D.C., and a lot of us travel to D.C. to see some of these groups, and even on the Eastern Shore because everything's cheaper over there. So we travel over there to see our James Brown and our Whispers and all those groups. So as you guys did travel through those musical eras, now you're in the digital. I mean, how is it? Is it confusing to you guys? Do you have help? Tell her, where are you in that space?
No, it's not confusing because we have grandchildren. All we do is ask them how to do it, and they do it.
There you go. I feel you. And right, and same thing here.
Learning too.
That's right. But
I'm learning too, Jerry, because I'm the YouTube queen. Whatever I don't know how to do, I go on YouTube and find it out.
And it's funny about the kids too, because I tease my kids all the time when it comes to about information. I told them, I said, man, I'm telling y'all, if we would have had YouTube when we were going through junior high school and high school, I definitely would have been either a lawyer or a doctor. Real easy.
I know that's right.
Because we had, you got to admit, y'all, our public school system, we didn't have if you weren't in the gifted and talent or the what was that, the advancement program, you didn't have a good teacher. Teachers, right? But if you was blessed enough that you had kept your grades over 85 and you were able to stay in the classes with the smart kids, then you had a good chance to be, make it to college and become somebody. But I admit, our school system was a little shaky when it came to the average kids. They had to make it the best way they could, and some of them did survive. They went in law enforcement, criminal justice, all that kind of stuff.
And then a lot of times, I think it depends on the educator,
right?
Because if you have an educator that is working with children in special needs, and they have a heart and a gift to work with those children, they can convince those children, hey, you're just as good as anybody else. And a lot of those children end up excelling.
Yeah, that's right.
Forward.
That's right. That's very true. It's very true. But I was just thinking about... I'm sorry.
Even the children today, they have an advantage. They can take calculators into class with tests.
Right.
They got their cell phones. And like you said, if they fail and they can pick it up on YouTube, something is wrong. They just lazy.
That's what I tell them, because I tell them, I said, they had real strict guidelines for us. Even when you was taking the self-paced classes, you had to come to the college campus and go to a special room where they monitored you. You couldn't pull nothing out, no textbooks. Right. Everything had to be on memory. And I was like, why is that so that everything has to be loaded on memory when you will have access to those things? If you're a mechanic, you pull out your book and say, okay, or call a company up and get the answers to the problem. Yeah, they didn't teach you. They didn't teach you how to find the answer to the problems. To me, that was like it was backwards. Where now, and I think that's what we so good at. And I was just piggybacking off of what you said about the YouTube queen, because I'm the same way. I taught myself pretty much everything when it comes to cinematography, all the way through building this podcast to building the station off of experts from YouTube. And now that you have Clubhouse, you have people teaching us about financing and credit and NFTs and crypto. You don't have to worry about asking your teacher, who's probably going to make it up because they don't know. But
right, yeah, that's true.
So that's where I'm at now. You guys creating your music platform. It's not like you can do what you want to do. Like if you decide that you want to produce the music yourself, you buy a computer and go on YouTube and learn how to use the new software. So let me ask you this, Champ. Are you guys composing and writing your own music, or you're just purchasing from other songwriters and other producers? Where are you with that?
No, we're writing and producing our music ourselves.
Oh, wow.
Every song that we do, we've written it. And like for this particular song, we got some help far as our
producers. Shout out to Dupree Productions tonight. They were very instrumental in helping us.
Yeah. All right. Now, your music falls under the genre of R&B and inspirational, and why is that?
Honestly, because that was the only category that they really on TuneCore. They just don't have a lot of categories. I'm like, golly,
Wow.
you know, because with the rap, it's only an 8 bar. It's not like that's the entire song.
Right.
And we couldn't find gospel. We couldn't find. Oh my goodness! Well, we just it really was like that.
Yeah. So, now to me, being an independent artist is very similar to being a self-published author. It's almost like being a small business owner, because now you have access to everything that the big corporations have, the marketing, the promotion, where before we didn't know where to go when you was just in a brick and mortar. You was like, anybody know how to do art? Anybody know how to do graphic design? You just, you just ask them. Right. But now you can go out to all these different platforms and find really talented people to put your product together. And people can't tell the difference between you and a Yolanda Adams when they look at your product, which to me is spectacular. So the only thing that's missing, and I want you to tell me what it is, that now that you have access to all these resources, what's the only thing missing that's really holding you back for being where you want to be in the music industry? Because I'm not sure where you guys want to be, whether you want to be in the same space with Yolanda Adams and Kirk Franklin, or you like where you are right now.
Well, I don't. This is really like just the beginning for us again, and our marketer, I think he's doing a fantastic job. We're just starting. And again, we have a video that we're going to be doing on Monday, so that the song will really come to life. And I believe with the video and with our marketer promoting us and, getting us out there, I think we're going to be okay. God knows we're in the right place, the ATL. And actually, back in 91, when my husband and I wrote The Armor of God, we wrote a whole album of songs. We were actually nominated at the Atlanta Gospel Choice Awards as the best duo of the year. And we were in the same category with the Page Sisters. We don't know how it happened, but it happened.
and also, you asked where are we at now? Where do we plan to go? My plans are what God plans are for us. As he said in Jeremiah 29 and 11, he said he knows the plans that he had for us, plans for us to succeed. And so I'm trusting him at this particular junction in my life right now that all these other times we tried to do it.
Right.
Now we just following God's plan, following his direction and where he's going to take us. And I know with him leading and guiding us as we continue to trust in him with all of our heart. Right. And don't lean on or go this way or that way, but trust him and know that he knows what's best for us. And wherever he takes us at, I'm along for the ride.
That's right. And I feel that.
We sent our music to, my husband sent our music to Lottie Dottie and everybody. And he was so hurt and frustrated. We sent it to Savoy, Verity, you name it. We sent our music and we heard nothing.
But we did hear some from a couple of radio announcers, and they told us if we get them certain amount of money, they'll play our songs. And at that time we didn't have no money. So,
but guess what though, Doc? That's pretty much how the music industry and all the industry roll. It's about the energy from that money. It makes it move. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a battery. You put that money on, it's gonna be moving, right? The more batteries, the more gas you put in your car, the further it can get, right?
The further it takes.
That's right, and that's the thing.
It's like inmate 991. You don't put no money on the books, they won't have
That's
no
right.
canteen, right?
That's right. It stops right there, and that's the thing that I feel like, and I'm gonna just say people of color, period. Well, I wouldn't say for the Bob Johnsons and the Magic Johnsons of the world, they know, but I think people don't understand how money really works. We never really understood it. We just growing up in Baltimore, we was just trying to survive and get to the next level. Everybody just trying to get in your next house, get into your next car, to your next job. That's all we knew, A, B, and C. But now, since we have access to information, we starting to understand that money is an energy, and when you put it on top of something like radio play, that guy play that song all day. If you give him a whole bunch of that money, right? He'd be like, "Wow, is that the only song he has?" Right. Right, so that's how this thing works. So, with all that said, I think that's where people starting to find out. Like, okay, that's before it used to be who you knew. You can get to know anybody you want now with digital media. You can email, you can message anybody that's out there. You got access to. I mean, you got access to Tom Cruise if you want to send him a message. If he's on the internet, he gonna see it. Right? He goes like, what do they want? Oh, they want me to listen to a song. So anyway, because we have a guy that's in our space, and I've been knowing this guy for about 7 years now. And I remember he was just an artist just like you guys. And I saw his music track on the same flyer with Lawrence Fishburne's name.
What?
Now, is that crazy or what?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you probably going to meet him one day if you go to those award shows in Atlanta, because he be at them too. Because he always trying to get me to come down. Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. That's how energy moves. I forgot what he did, because he told us the story just last year, how things move. But somebody put some money behind him, and this guy doesn't even have a high school diploma. That's what's so fascinating. And I remember when I first met him, he did this short film, but I didn't know he was a musician first. But he produced this short film, him and this guy that just came out of film school. It was so phenomenal. I started messaging him while we was interviewing him, right? Because I was moving into that space too. It was just so people saw that in him, but it looked like he had a lot of money behind him. But nobody really knew that it was just this guy just had a lot of talent, both of them. The actors, the cinema guy, the editor, all of them, they just collaborated. They showed what the power collaboration can do, and look like you got that energy behind you, that money. You know how they always say, fake it till you make it? Now, he wasn't riding around taking pictures in GT coupes and stuff like that and supercars. He ain't do none of that. He just dressed the par. He dressed like the industry. He looked like the industry. He talked like the industry, but he produced a really good product. And it got him on the big screen. And even every time I turn around, he's posting about a new movie his music is in or he's in. So just keep that power going, champ. You guys gonna get there, man. Yeah. Just keep moving. Yeah. Just keep knocking. What they say, ask. Ask. And you should receive, right? So you gotta search for it first. You gotta keep knocking. Right. Keep knocking. All right. That's right. It will open. All right. Now we got a good understanding where you guys are, where your position are in the industry right now. You got yourself a promoter. That's the first move. Soon things will be opening up. Do you see you guys when things start opening up, who's out there right now that you marvel as an artist that you would like to open? Speak it now. Who would you like to open for?
I would like to open for Sean Ray Price.
Sean Ray. Is Sean Ray gonna be on tour? Because I didn't get an invite yet from Sean Ray Price, and I know Sean Ray Price, her and Kelly Price. That's right, the Price sisters. Yeah. Have you guys ever heard Sean Ray interview? You ever heard her interview before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, phenomenal woman. Yes, Sean Ray is a seasoned professional. And I always tell people, if you want to know how to carry yourself, and you're trying to reinvent yourself, just follow the blueprint of Sean Ray Price. So, because she knows the industry. She's the backup singer for Mariah Carey and George Michaels, and she's played at the Madison Square Garden. She's been places some of us can't even afford a ticket to get to.
Exactly.
So she knows. That's right. She knows how energy moves. All right, actually, she helped me with a small short film. Her and her husband actually sent me a track too that I'm actually still sitting on that film. I'm still waiting for some small things to happen before I release it. But all right, so let's back up a little bit. You guys are about to release a new video soon. To me, video is so important. Visualization. You want people to visualize, your music in their mind so they can fall in love with it and remember it. And the next time you release another track, what's your vision on your music video? Tell us a little bit about that. I mean, I know you probably passed that part of the storyboard. So where are you now? What is it supposed to do when a person watches it? How are they supposed to feel?
I think you should be. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. What I would like for them to see is, you remember the Golden Girls, as the mother would say, "Picture this."
Yeah.
As you picture this, I want the younger people. That's why we put the rap in there, so that the younger people could hear that and know that we still have a way to go.
Yeah.
That there's still a lot of injustice, a lot of disparity, a lot of hate that's going forth, and we just want to show them that there is another way where they don't have to go through what we have went through and our forefathers have went through. And we want them to, with the video, we're picturing, we're going to,
how we've always had to fight.
Yeah. I don't want to tell him everything about the video before we
Well, you make everybody excited, right? We anticipating the release. That's right. I feel you.
And not fist fighting, but we as a people have always had to fight one way or another. Yes, there have been a few.
You feel like Whoopi Goldberg. We've always had to fight.
I know. Fight for a job.
I am not the color purple right now.
That's right. Fight to get an interview. Fight for this. Yeah, you're right. The fight continues.
We've had to always, you were told, I'm sure, your mom and dad, uncle, whatever, you got to do 10 times better. You got to be smarter when you go to college. You got to be smarter than the white person that you do. You got to be all these steps ahead in order to make. And yes, there's been quite a few that have made it through and up to the top, but that it's not enough. I mean, right now, 52 years later, after the Voting Rights Act was passed in August of 1964, we are still fighting to be able to vote. Come on now.
That's right. That is crazy.
Enough is enough.
Yeah,
Enough is enough.
I remember reading that it was going to expire. I was like, no, it ain't going to happen. Yep, that was real. Yeah.
It was real.
Yeah, the expiration date on that bad boy, but people just were sitting on it. Well, only thing we could do now is try to keep one another encouraged, keep fighting, do it the right way, pull God into it. He has a plan for us. And I'm not going to go that deep into it, but it was a historian who was probably the most hated man on earth for what he had done to these people. Him admitted that the people of color, he said, they do not know who they are, those people of color. He knew who we are. So we didn't know because we were brainwashed to think less of ourselves.
Right.
But now we know that we are the chosen one. So with all that said, and we got to look at this too. We got a lot of work to do inside our race as well, But you don't see a lot of people trying to fix that. We got. I mean, I think last week there was more people killed in the street versus what the police did probably in 5 years to us. This one day you count the people died in Chicago and you add it up with Philly and Baltimore and DC, man. Those numbers, that's like war numbers. It's like, I don't even think we lost that many people in Vietnam. So we got a lot to do with ourselves, as a race, a lot of fixing. And I always believe that to me, if your household's messed up, if your kids messed up in your house, they're going to be even messed up when they go outside. So if you're not fixing them,
that's true.
What you going to think what's going to happen when they go out in the street? Something bad going to happen, Because
my husband and I had a youth detention ministry for about 8 years. We would go
Wow.
to the youth detention center, and a lot of the kids were so young. I think they had some as young as 9 years old that was in there. And we found that a lot of the children were angry. They were angry, and some of their parents had been on drugs. Some of them had good parents. Some of them, the grandparents was raising them, and they resented that. And some of them, parents had put them out on the street to make money so that they could get high. So it's a lot, not excusing it, but it is so much that a lot of these young people are going through that we never had to go through. And then with our people in general, even back in the day from the beginning, it's been self-hate. You have our own people that hate our own people. And then a lot of us have been taught to have no respect, no regard for our lives because maybe other ethnic groups don't have regard for our lives. So we feel like, hey, you ain't nothing. And then, of course, like you said, dysfunctional homes.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to always say because the father wasn't there, because I know for a fact sometimes the daddy could be in the house, but it's like he ain't in there.
Yeah, sometimes it's good that he's not there. In some cases.
I have seen women raise boys and they came out just fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to always say because there was not a father in the home.
Yeah, but sometimes he wasn't good enough to be there. He wasn't. Yeah, he just was a fixture on the wall. Anyway, but I always feel like I always think about what Michael Jackson said, that music is going to cure this world, because music make you feel good if it's the right music, And I think that I always believe that gospel and Christian music was held down for a reason. It was held down for a reason. Because sometimes when you hear some of the music that's out there now charting, it doesn't give you no type of feeling.
No.
No positive emotions come out of it. I listen to some of the music. I'm trying to figure out who's singing it because everybody sounds the same. Where's the talent at? It's crazy.
Where is the talent?
Nothing stands out. Sometimes I say, let me just spend some time and look at some music videos. I got to go back to the old stuff that we used to look at.
Yeah.
The real cool stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a show on TV right now that's cool as Miami Vice. Man, I used to turn down dates to stay home to watch Miami Vice. Because it was a culture. It was a culture that made you feel good. Of course it was the good guys against the bad guys, but the good guys look like good guys. Now you can't tell the good guys from the bad guys. It's like, okay.
You talking about Crockett and Tubbs?
Yeah, they look like good guys. They was dressed up, man, had their sandals and no socks on, and driving a cool car, man, in a real cool car. Now,
I used to like that show myself.
Yeah, the music was thumping. I still listen to In the Air. When I'm cruising on a long trip. When I hit DC, I only got 40 more minutes. That's right. That's right, man.
Don't get them started, Jerry. Don't get them started.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But, it's like we don't have those kind of shows. My wife, she looks forward to looking at some of these shows. Like, honey, those shows got like hate and remorse. I see the girls fighting and pulling each other wig. They come on the show looking all pretty and everything, and next thing you know, they fighting. I said, how do you expect the brother's going to respect you if y'all don't respect yourself?
Exactly.
Look what they're showing us.
My husband and I are still watching The Heat of the Night. We love it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't even really watch TV no more. I just sit there and watch shows. I'm learning something. Like I'm in school all the time now. It's like I got to make up for all those years of college and all those years that they taught me nothing. Try to make up for it now. So, yeah. So I feel you guys. I wish you guys the best. I'd love to get a copy of your music video because I also produce about 8 or 9 television shows on cable. across the country in major markets. And we do have a music video countdown show that's hosted by my daughter, and it airs in Brooklyn and the Bronx and Chapel Hill, Durham, and Roxbury and Carlsbad, North Carolina. We're trying to move into Raleigh, and it airs in Atlanta on the community channel down there.
Wow.
It's doing really well. So we love to give people a chance to see your work. So make sure on Jason Nation, get us a copy of that video.
Shout out to Jason tonight.
Yes, Jason.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I heard they tore down Lexington Market. Did they build it back up?
Wow, I need to go down there. Well, we've been hanging. So you guys haven't been to Baltimore for a minute?
Yeah, right.
Okay, when the last time were you here?
About
2018.
Yes, just before the Corona came in, I guess it was.
All right, so
It was 2019 because we had to do my brother's funeral.
Oh, okay, well you probably seen a good part of the city. Well, they built up. Of course, they built up the west side where you got the Carton Ritz and all those hotels and all these pawn storefront property with garages and townhouses and stuff. With Digital College used to be, all that's built up now. There's Yuppie Town. Then you swing all the way around through the harbor, inner harbor, and head east. And Johns Hopkins and all those other companies built it up so much it looked like it's like townhouse communities, condominiums is actually built on the water now. And where all that dirt and stuff used to be where the expressway is, they actually about to name that a new town. Got Targets and got your Targets and your Outbacks and all these little shopping centers, what they call them, strip malls, where before you had to pay for street parking. Yeah, they got the suburban community has moved out into downtown. Yeah, lined with condos and townhouses and electric buses and scooters. Yeah. Changed a lot. I rode. Matter of fact, my son and I had to shoot a stage play for a local writer here, and I was kind of tired, and we turned off a New Orleans street, I think it was, to cross Broadway, whatever, to head over to the Hopkins. It was in a theater. Man, I thought I made a wrong turn into a time zone. Man, I was like, wait a minute. Man, they had cobblestone roads and brown stones everywhere, and people was walking. Then had little police security guards on these little electric scooters, looked like they was in space. Yep. Man, it was like a campus of just like museums and a theater house, and it had Marriott Hotel. It was right there across the street. Marriott. Yeah. They got like 3 hotels down there.
All of that down there where you was at, that was my old stomping.
I know.
Orleans and Broadway and
yep.
all of that.
Man, we had just when I was working for the health department during that time period. I forgot. I think I left in '93, something like that. 2009. I'm sorry. Hopkins was just starting to. We had just renovated a lot of those houses with new windows with the health department, and the people was telling us that the Hopkins and them was coming through buying their houses up.
Yep.
Tore them down. All gone. Yeah.
Long range plan.
Yeah, but was rumor that they was going to do something with Lexington Market because, one, you remember, anything that's connected with that train is under development. That's what I've been finding out because, the train coming all the way from Owings Mills all the way through Johns Hopkins, that's where it ends at. All of that was cited for multi-million-dollar development. A guy told me that years ago. I was doing some artwork for Chris Webber. Chris Webber family had a foundation, and he had invested some money in the Coppin Heights for the kids. He had put some money into 2 buildings for tutoring and education, right on the same ground with Hopkins. Coppin. I'm sorry. And they built all that up too. You won't even recognize that already.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they got like buildings taller than the Trade Center, I believe, on North Avenue.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, with bridges and stuff connecting them. And they got a sports arena that's probably better than what College Park has. Yeah. So this guy was from D.C., he told us that he said, "Yeah, you guys don't realize, but because he was part of the same, he was on the board with Chris Webber's foundation. He said, "Yeah, you guys don't realize they about to drop millions and millions of dollars for any place that trains stop at." And I didn't believe him, but now he was right.
You believe it now?
Oh my.
Yeah, you get off the train, man. You don't need no security. It's gonna be money gonna be hitting you. You could be, yeah, yeah, man. He was right because they did the same thing to DC. Remember DC? You come off of New York Avenue, make a right. You had all the the hobos and the prostitution. Man, they gone, man.
Oh, all that's gone.
Yeah, they became clean that up real quick.
We said, you know what we said? We was down there on K Street where all the alphabets. We were like, where are all the black people?
I know.
What happened to them?
The people riding on 10 speeds and motocross bikes and wearing helmets. It was like, what happened? Yeah, and have you seen the community where Howard University is built around? That community is like a Howard University is part of a park. People walking little dogs and designer dogs through the campus. Like it's their home. Like it's their backyard. Yeah, little white people walking their little designer dogs through Howard University's quad. Yeah, I was tripping. I remember they used to be dangerous. Once you get to the campus, like, whew, I made it. I made it to the campus.
I made it,
Now, yeah, that was like the 80s, yeah. Yeah, goes.
Harold Melvin in the Blue Note said, "Wake up, everybody."
Yeah, man. Well, you have to tell you, anywhere the trains stop, and that's even DC.
Yeah.
That's the money going in there, right? Because that train take you down and connects with the light rail, takes you all the way to the BWI airport. Yep.
Yeah. I that time that I had to run there, I caught the train when anybody come pick me up.
Yep.
I caught the train all the way inside.
Yeah, all that connects. So now they're supposed to be talking about connecting Baltimore with California with some kind of
what?
Yeah, some kind of super.
California.
Yeah, they talking about building a super train. Yeah, supposed to be floating on. Yeah, run through some tunnel that's like compressed with air or something. That's what they targeted to do, y'all.
Well, they're already doing it in the other countries. Because remember that show we was watching, a BBC World or something?
Yeah.
I'm like, America is so far behind. Come on, America.
Well, when they building this stuff, we just don't know. You think they digging and putting in fiber optics. They've been finished Verizon fiber optics. They putting in a underground railroad train. We think they putting in fiber optics. Yeah, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to see a train stop across the street from your house. It's like, what's that for?
You're right.
Yeah, they doing.
It's sort of like the show they got on now, Underground Railroad, where you go to this spot, they underground in the railroad, taking the slaves, the escaped slaves to the north.
Yep.
Underground.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, they still got that tunnel at the Orchard Church, Street Church over there off of Pennsylvania and Orchard Street. They still have that underground tunnel.
I knew about that.
Yeah.
Look, I ain't going over there.
Yeah, man.
Pennsylvania Avenue.
A lot of history, man. Yeah, pretty much. The hood is really shrinking, and I think that's where you're seeing all these gun battles and stuff at. Next thing you know, they're just gonna build a fence around them, and they're gonna realize it.
You're right. Oh Lord, we need your help, God.
Yeah, man. It's changing. Yeah, man. They dropping. When you start seeing millions and millions of dollars coming in, man, because they got that big Under Armour plant. That thing is like a state-of-the-art robotic plant. No, they just hire engineers. They don't even hire regular workers. Mostly they just hire engineers because the place is everything is assembled by robots assemble everything, all the clothing and the tennis shoes. They just bring athletes in to test it.
Right.
That's about it.
That's why we be telling our kids, man, y'all be on these phones and say you got to learn something.
That's right.
Our son, he's supposed to have been a lot further. I thank God he ain't out there doing other stuff, but he was supposed to have been a lot further than what he is. That boy was smart, but he played it down. When we came from Alaska, this boy was already, what grade was he in?
Sixth.
He was in the 6th grade, but he was already doing 8th grade work and all of that. You know, he was so he doubled down with these folks. They talking about, you talk funny. Where are you from? And so he started talking like them. And I said, boy,
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah,
he was
man.
speaking,
Korean.
he was speaking, he knew Korean and all that. He came down here and just, oh, Lord, see, I was feeling pretty good. But so I started thinking about that again.
Well,
Yeah.
they make choices when they get
Yeah.
a certain age. The choice is up to them.
That's right.
All we can
Sometimes,
do is
yeah.
encourage them, but
Sometimes they wake up. Yeah, you just got to point them in the right direction. Sometimes, you know, there's some, sometimes the light don't go off for some people till they're in their 40s. You know, so just keep praying for him, man. It's the God within him that's going to lead him out.
Amen.
All right, guys. Look, we're running out of time. I want you tell everybody where they can find your music, and if you guys gonna have a release, video release or CD release party, anything that people can contribute to. Give me a Cash App, your PayPal information. Hit them right now while they listening.
All right. Well, this is I from the Champ and I, and you can find us on Instagram at the Champ, and that's ANDI on Instagram. And on Twitter, you can find us at the Champ with the and sign, and I at Champ and I 3737. And we're on Facebook as well, on Champ Purvis Facebook page, and on one of those pages, the Champ and I. And our Cash App number is 678-499-8860. Again, that number is 678-499-8860. We have a few upcoming events.
All right.
We'll be doing the Enough is Enough video on Monday, and then we'll be ministering for revival on July the 31st.
All right.
So we want to thank you for having us on your show tonight.
Amen.
And if you can let us know where all of your various platforms are.
Yeah, you can just
And
type
also
in.
With our song, we are on every social media out there.
That's right.
YouTube, Spotify, Amazon. Download it tonight
That's
for
right.
only 99 cents.
Awesome.
We're everywhere.
Awesome. Yeah, that was a question I was going to ask you guys too about that. I know right now people are on the fence right now. I know artists are telling people, if you really want to support the artist, go out to Amazon Music, and buy the music. Of course, we know you can get it on your Spotify app and play it all you want, but just sow a little seed into their ministry, and one person do it, man. Next thing you know, they'll be opening for Yolanda Adams real soon and Kirk Franklin. Help them out. But that's what it's all about. It's about them numbers. It's a numbers game, y'all. It's a numbers game. All right. Enough is enough. The Champ and I, right here on Positive Power WXI, Late Night with Jervis Live Worldwide and Kelly Holland. And also, we want to have you, we'd like to invite you guys, just tell your promoter to send me another email. We'd like to invite you guys to be on the Kelly Holland Show, airing in Atlanta, Georgia. Give you a chance to get yourself some visual content out there so people can see the voice behind the face. Is that how they say it? The voice behind the mic. Yeah, the voice behind the mic. There we go. All right. Sound good?
All right. Will.
All right.
Again, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, home guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you
That's our
guys.
homie.
That's right. I'm the home guy. It was a pleasure meeting you guys, and anything we could do for you guys to get your stuff out there, let us know. We right here in Baltimore. As soon as things start opening up and get safer, we'll be planning to have some events here, so you guys have a chance to do some live performances, because that's what we really specialize in, is live performances for our indie artists.
Amen.
All right,
Amen.
get a chance to showcase your skills.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm Jervis Live. Stand by. We about to listen to Enough is Enough by the Champ and I, featuring Black Jade. Here we go.
Listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
We are a great nation of people. We, the black race, have come to America and have come to love it. But America doesn't love us back. We're sick and tired of being sick and tired. We're tired of the demoralized. And we have come to tell you today that enough is enough.
Enough is enough. I won't tolerate being treated like this no more.
Treated like this no more.
Enough is enough. It's been 420 years and we still can't walk through the door.
Through the door.
Enough is enough. Stop riding my back. Respect me, don't reject me. Stop holding me back. Oh, enough is enough. Is enough.
Enough is enough. I'm tired of being misused and abused. Enough is enough. Please stop hating me because I don't look like you.
I don't look like you.
Oh, respect me, don't neglect me. Stop holding me back. Enough is enough. Please take your knee off my neck. Oh, enough is enough. Is enough.
Black life matters. Yes. J. They free us all. They keep making laws, addressing every other wrong without fixing ours. Telling us to show them love when they show us hate. Wait, ain't no debate. We watch the same things happen. How is it never now when it comes from our people? Never been equal. The way that they treat us, it seems illegal. We're more than another hashtag. Can't get past that. Look at that. Can't go back. Now you know.
Stop beating me and treating me like a less than human. Don't discriminate because of my race. God made us the same. I'm ready to fight for our equal rights, so I'll take my stand. Walk in the faith, stand in God's grace, and hold to His hand. I said, stop beating us and treating us like we're less than human. Don't discriminate because of our race. God made us the same. We're ready to fight for our equal rights, so we'll take our stand. Oh, enough is enough. Enough is enough. You've heard the saying that the straw that broke the camel's back, enough is enough, well, has come to pass. It's been over 400 years of being neglected, rejected, enough is enough, being abused and used. Enough is enough. The racism and the injustice. Enough is enough. Because of the color of our skin. Enough is enough. Lets us know that enough is enough is enough.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power, a double X.
Positive Power 21.org Internet Radio.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.
We are one in Christ. We are one in Christ. Hello, everybody. This is Remedy John, a gospel artist from Nigeria, Africa, and you're actually listening to Jerry Ross Live Worldwide Podcast. You don't want to miss this great show. Hook up, hook up, hook up. God bless you. God bless you.